Hello guys, so you can probably tell I'm very excited for this episode because I brought the flower crown, I brought the makeup on the face, it's Yumi and Micah's wedding. I've been waiting for this moment. So I thought I would do a little bit of the guest planning while this thing is going. At the moment, you just saw Typhy and Yumi. Now, Typhy is going to be Yumi's maid of honor. Jaden is Micah's best man. Isla is going to be the flower pal, and Pyra is the ring bearer. I wanted to do things in the episode, but I also wanted to do things ahead of the episode. We haven't actually got an officiant at the moment, so I don't really know who the officiant is going to be fair. I'm thinking the officiant should be Micah's granddad. I think that would be really, really sweet because as a kid, he was really, really close to his granddad. He is the elder king who recently just retired, so I think that's a really, really sweet gesture. Already got like 50 guests. So we've got all of the activities selected. Whether I'll get through all of them, I doubt it, but it would be fun to try. I haven't actually done a wedding with my wedding stories yet. I brought the pack for the world, for the outfits, just everything but the weddings. Because at the time, they were a glitchy mess.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
So I just used it for the stuff and the clothes and the world. They're all gorgeous. How could I not? So we have the wedding outfits already picked out as well. And I will show you what the venue looks like. It looks really, really pretty. Majority of it is actually empty. Just so my computer does not explode. This wedding has 54 Sims attending it. Help me. So I know I could go through loading screens, but I shall just teleport his granddad here because I can. Also, I love the fact that there's a family tab now. Oh. I think just trying out the pack is a good thing. Also, for those wondering, this cat, her name is Mia. She belongs to Yumi. And now she also belongs to Micah because she is moving in with Yumi and Micah. This is Mia. She is so cute. I love her so much. She is so attached to Yumi as well. It's insane. I will say the one gripe I have with the family tab is the fact that it does not include Typhy. It does not include members of the family that have married into the family. It only includes blood relatives, which I can understand, but I'd like people who married into the family to be there too, because they are a part of the family. Fun fact, I suffered technical difficulties after that first clip. Also, my game kept showing error 22, which, if you don't know, it's from background programs not being able to let you save. Knock on wood, it does not happen again. I finally managed to get it back to where it was, and I thought I would take the opportunity to plan a social gathering. Not just a wedding, like this is before the wedding takes place. I didn't know whether all the guests would wear their party outfits or their formal outfits, so I kind of set the wedding outfits as like both formal and party. They might show up in their wedding outfits. Typhy and Yumi have always had such a really cute friendship, which is so sweet. So their friendship, to me, calls back to the Machinima where Typhy was new to Artro. Also, I'm pretty sure Yumi and Micah are wearing their debutante ball outfits because I haven't changed them since. I've been busy. Leave me alone. Where's the rest of the family? Please don't tell me they're all outside. Oh, Veronica's coming in. Okay. They're all out here. What are you doing? Get in. It's raining. Just Micah's family out here. Okay, so I've had her serve an assortment. Here's Rayla. Let's have her call everybody to meal. And everybody can just pick whatever they want. Oh, there's little Kiyomi. Oh, she has to sit in here. Isn't she adorable? Oh my god. She's wearing her bridesmaid outfit. Micah decided to sit with her. He's being a great uncle. There's James. Veronica, you're standing in the table. What are you doing? Haruto, what are you doing with your granddaughter? Oh, Kiyomi just bit him. Aww. Rayla and Yumi. Brother and sister. Hayako and Yumi. Kanara, James and their boys. I've said this before, but I'll say this again. Micah and Jaden, they have the same face. What the hell? Look, they're doing the same thing at the same time. Micah's sitting with his mum, his sister, and his brother. Oh. And his dad is on the piano over here. That's sweet. I really like that. Micah, pour some tea. Black dragon tea, maybe? Now, if this was real life, you would let the tea steep, like, for a few minutes at the very least. But this is The Sims. Like, you can leave it to steep. Just pick a place and drink the tea. Like, please. At least King James I is being good and actually drinking the tea. My Sims. And I just realised I did not have autonomy turned on. My Sims are stressful without autonomy on. Why is it the elders are actually amazing? James I having another cup of tea? I mean, me. Oh, Yumi unlocked a new trait, family orientated. Love that for her. Yumi and Queen Sarah are jokesters. I feel like that one comes up way too much. Okay, apparently he cooked a hamburger cake. Don't ask me how long this episode is going to be. I'm just having fun right now. Rayla being amazing. I imagine some kind of tea event would be more of an outro thing. The glory of stories. Yumi likes stories. I think she does. I love like the character progression as I'm playing. I rarely get to like just play the game. I'm mostly taking story post shots. Kiyomi and Haruto! I mean, earlier she bit his finger, but now he's like playing with her. That's so cute. It's cute! I set it for Sunday. It is currently Wednesday. Oh my god. The mountain of plates. Kiyomi, that was naughty! Maybe she wants to play with her brother and like her dad is like, your brother's asleep. No. And she just kicked him in the shins. We are ending with a gold star party. And they've all got sentiments of closer after a fun party and then impressed. So they're all impressed with Micah and Yumi. Taifi, Hayako, please take the child. But yes, before the wedding goes down, I thought I would show you what this castle looks like. So here we have Verona's second palace. It's mainly empty and I mainly decked it out for the wedding. And it's mainly empty because we're going to have 54 Sims on this lot at once. Can you hear that? It's the sound of my system screaming. So this is the main balcony. At the moment there's a deco sim on there, just so I could get a sense of like how it's gonna look zoomed out. I don't know whether I want to fix it or something, whether they're gonna have a special royal balcony kind of moment or whether they're gonna have it at the main palace. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but at the time of building this I thought, why not? Let's just deck out a balcony. Up here we have the tea room that didn't get used, even though I spent the entirety of last night trying to save it from the Error 22 glitch. The thought was there, and if there's story posts, they'll be in this room instead. So this is the area we actually had that party in. So you come in through this main entrance here, and there are the main stairways to upstairs. But this is where the wedding is going to take place. I'm going to show you what the wedding venue on the outside looks like at night, because it looks so good. I'm not going to have a chance to show you when the wedding is actually going down because there'll be so many Sims, it'll be lagging my game, it's going to be a nightmare. So I'll show you now. But this is the main foyer before we go into the main hall where the wedding will take place. So before we go into the main hall, let's turn back. In the new update, we will have painted ceilings, but for now, we just have to deal with the white. I cannot wait to see what CC creators do with painted ceilings. I'm so excited for that. This is some Taylor Swift speak now sort of thing. My god. So imagine we're Yumi right now, just like walking up the aisle. I will turn around so we can see what it looks like. And this is what the glass ceiling looks like. I'll show you what the outside looks like in the daytime, and then I'll show you what it looks like when all the lights turn on, because when the lights turn on, mwah, I love it. Now, I'm not Celestial Royals level of amazing with decorating interiors, but I do try my best to go with the aesthetic that my mind thinks that the wedding or like whatever event should have. Might need to change the colour of these lanterns though, because they don't really match what I was going for. So over here we have the food area, which I actually stole one of the banquet tables. I stole one of the banquet tables for the party we've just held. So I need to put it back. But here's the bar area. Oh, you can see me highlight it here. There is actually an aisle to like walk up. So when they're married, Micah and Yumi can actually walk on this to actually like present themselves. That's gonna be so cool. So we have the ballroom area over here. Everything's like red and purple to signify Artro and Verona. Then we got the main table, or tables, with the Verona flags. I haven't made Artro flags, so I've just been using the stuff in-game to like represent Artro. Artro is one of those kingdoms that does not have the design of the emblem sorted out yet. You think it looks pretty now? Wait until the evening. There's also this exit with the bodyguards. I, for one, think I outdid myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I love this palace. It took way too long to decorate, so I'm gonna just show it off. And how could I forget? I added fireflies everywhere. So this is what it looks like in the very far back, so you can just get a view of like everything. It's a lot. I spent way too long on this. The Festival of Light. I don't really do Mount Komorebi events all that much, so that could be really, really cool. And also, Micah's feeling antsy. Anything to calm him down. The wedding is in 2 sim days. Maybe the Mount Komorebi events could be Archer events, or like some of them at the very least. So let's have them make a wish. So they're making a wish together. I wonder what their wish will be. Will it tell? Oh, I love that. His mother is here. That's so sweet. It's saying she's like got shared sadness, but I don't know who that would be with. Would that be Oh, hello, Sagini. Looks like some Verona residents have decided, you know what? Let's celebrate it too. Oh, hey, that's me. Probably wishing for my sanity. That's what I'm wishing for. Oh, I've always loved this. I love the little lights in the river. I think that's really, really lovely. Aww, and Sagini is with Jacob. Oh, hello, Jacob. Just when I thought I could not stand Jacob anymore, he goes and does this. Oh, she's dancing next to the fire. Oh, they're so sweet. Oh. I thought that there would be a little bit more to this festival, but apparently not. They didn't even wear the kimono. I should have done this earlier in the evening. Oh well. What kimono will you get? Oh, Yumi looks so cute. Oh, that's adorable. Micah, please explain the hat. Custom content really decided to work overtime with the chaotic nature, okay? Oh. I thought it would be fun to end the festival at the shrine. I know it's not technically a part of the festival, it's actually part of one of the trails in Mount Komorebi. I thought it was a part of the festival, but apparently not. Also, their conversation is suggestive. Of course it is. Of course it is. It wouldn't be any other, would it? And let's have them shout and listen to the echo. I'm pretty sure that there was a crystal statue on this table, but apparently not. Either that or I moved it, and I cannot remember for the life of me where it went. Let's take a look at these cakes. Oh my god, they look gorgeous! Oh my god, how do I choose? How do I choose? Oh, I really like this one, like the red and gold trim. I'm thinking the black, white and gold, as well as like the red and gold. Okay, so the wedding is going to start in less than an hour. I'm scared. I've been putting it off. I've been procrastinating all this time, if you couldn't already tell. Let the wedding ceremony begin. This is not the wedding outfit I assigned you. Please, please. I'm gonna start with it paused because I am scared of everything. I don't want to miss any of this. Please take your seats. Let's see if people do as they're told. Are they all sitting in the correct positions? No. Now people are just moving around different seats. Oh my god. It's just dawned on me. Okay, people are starting to sit in their seats, and I'm terrified at the amount of Sims in this room right now. Will you stop moving around and make your mind up which seat you want? Oh my god, why are you sitting on the floor? Oh. Deep breath in, deep breath out, Zoe. You can do this. They're all deciding to sit on the one side, which... Okay, who else is coming to this wedding? We have little Princess Megan. She is one of our bridesmaids. So over here we have little Jacksons. He looks so grown up in this outfit. It's so cute. Sajini and Jacob's little boy. Then we have little Marinette. This is Briar and Callan's first little girl. Megan is their second. Also, Megan and Marinette are wearing like purple for Verona. And little Kiyomi over here is wearing pink. Like, I couldn't quite get a red, but I got pink. She's wearing pink for Artro. Then over here we have Nicholas, Callan, we have King James I, Queen Emlyn, Elijah, Queen Aquaria. Then we have Sky, Isla's boyfriend. Isla is the flower pal. And in a story post a while ago, Isla actually made Sky her +1. We have Vanessa, Isla's mother, Pharaoh Matt. We have Micah's grandmother, Veronica, and then Yumi's mother, Sarah. This little Fletcher. Because Callan and Briar are traveling a lot, they actually came with some of the members of their crew. Alia and Gunnar are members of that crew, but they do take time away and actually do spend in Dune a lot, but they were actually aboard, so they're attending the wedding too. So this is Alia's little boy Fletcher. Oh my god, no! People are in her way. Just imagine people aren't in her way. Isla was sent up. Oh my god, weddings are still kind of glitched. Oh my god. It's such a clear path. He's with his mother. Oh my god. Still people already here. Oh my god. 2 Sims. I really like this aisle. I just wish it was a clear aisle right now, but we'll get what we can get. Okay, so let's have these two. Oh, her dad is crying. Can you just click on the officiant? I don't even know. Just pretend he's officiating, because I don't know how that thing works. I wish I did. The intent was there. My wedding story is debatable whether or not it's fixed. I think in some ways it is, and in some ways it is still as broken as the day we got it. They are so cute. At least no one is obstructing my view. So far. Okay, I think I figured a few things out. I should have done this previously, but no. Okay. It's plan wedding event. Let's do reception. I'm gonna have to do all of this, aren't I? Let's have Hayako, Yumi's brother, call everybody to attendance. Let's have Micah give a toast. It's a good job I have a second cake because the guests started to eat this one. Okay, let's have these two cut their wedding cake. Please, please actually work. Please actually be good. Oh. They've been standing here for the last 10 plus Sims minutes. Oh. They just get stuck after this interaction, and I don't know why. I'm fast forwarding it so that I can try and fast forward the cupcake interaction, but it's not doing it. It's broken. It's broken! Let's just have them feed cake to each other before I scream. Aww. Oh, that was so cute! Oh my god! It's like he's been practicing. Jesus! Let's have them have their first dance. Like, I know it's daytime, but like, the passage of time does not matter when we are dealing with the broken My Wedding Stories. No, you are not having your first dance out here. No, I will not allow. They're not having the first dance exactly where I want them to, but like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. It's very cute. Oh, they're so cute. Even though the guests are not appreciating this, I am appreciating this. This is going to be a monster to edit. Somebody is glitched here, and I don't know who it is. This isn't even all of the guests. Like, some of the guests had to be yeeted. This was the scene I had in my head. Introducing the new couple. They are adorable. I know I've done most of the wedding, but there are a few topics that I do want to get onto. These would happen during the night, and they are for several important guests. So Pyra is tense because she knows Jaden is around here somewhere, and what do you know? He's seen her. Dun dun dun. He's not going to be very happy because, like, he has not heard from Pyra. Her dad has passed away. She went into complete and utter shock and mourning. Pyra has just got over the death of her dad. She's not quite over it. And now she's being confronted by Jaden. Like, why didn't you call me back? So I do think Pyra would have some words for him as well. Sorry. She's not even facing him either, which I find really interesting. I think with the story posts of this, because there is going to be story posts, she will be facing him. Oh my god, there's Spiro over there. Oh, okay, they're breaking up. I'm gonna have Pyra just go off on her own. Also, Spiro witnessed this entire thing. I did not place Spiro there. Spiro has just found out how bad Jaden actually is. I did not plan that. The fact that he was standing there. So we have met this guy before. This is Lord Harley, Brandon and Amelia's little brother, or their adopted family's little brother. Storming out of the party, or like just running out of the party, she runs into and past Harley. I was just getting more frustrated with the wedding event, so I just cancelled the whole thing and was just like, you know what? Let's just make it a dinner party, because for some reason that event isn't really that bad. Please ignore the change in outfits though. They've changed their party wear and some of them don't have their formal wear in their party wear, if that makes sense. Oh, that's so cute. Little Akio asleep in the carrier. So this guy standing next to Alex is Marcus Gallo. Now, If you've watched the earlier episodes, you might recognise him as part of Callan's crew. He came along with Callan, Briar, Marinette, and Megan. He was one of those people that's like, I'm here for the free food. But I do think Alex would take an interest in him. He is pretty handsome himself, but he's dressed kind of funky. She's interested to know where he fits in all of this, because she was a person who didn't really fit into all this royal stuff beforehand. Okay, I did not plan this early. Let's just switch between Harley and Pyra and Alex and Marcus for a second. Harley has a crush on Pyra. Oh, Pyra just got out of a relationship. He's not that kind of guy who does like rebounds. It's gonna be a while yet. Anyway, back to Alex. Oh, what did he just do? Bold pickup line. Oh no! Can't go 5 minutes without something happening. Oh my god. It's a suggestive conversation. Alex! Yes, Alex likes flirtation. Alex, you should not be doing this. You have a husband, you know. I'm still exploring, trying to figure myself out right now. Alex! You are a married woman. You just exchanged numbers, Alex! Oh, some chaos is going to be brewing. I can sense it in my veins. I think we'll leave that exchange at that, just because I don't want to go too much further. Thank God there's no closets or showers or anything around here, please. Stay away. Harley has cheered her up so much. It's insane. Since Harley's family owns the bakery, they are going to take a detour to the bakery, and this will be a story post as well. So now we're with Harley and Pyra, and they have gone to the Row Bakery just to get away from the party as it stands. This is taking place while the party is still going on. Pyra definitely needed to get away from the party and away from Jaden just in general. And anyone's first time in the Row Bakery, they get their first order on the house. It's not just a business strategy in this case, it's also something that really helps Pyra feel better. Okay, the only thing that they have baked is these cookies, which is fine. Like, cookies are good. Let them both enjoy cookies together and just talk together. I was meaning for Pyra to sit here, but okay, the story post will fix this. She's also helping him clear up as well. That's sweet. He's now brightening her day, which is so sweet. And the Row Bakery is shut, mainly because he and his parents were invited to the wedding, but also at the same time, it's pretty much like a public day off. He is too cute. I love Harley. And they have amazing compatibility as well. The fact that he's crushing on her as well, like, it's not his fault that Jaden and Pyra broke up, like, that very night. If Harley was exactly the same as Jaden, he would definitely try that rebound relationship, but he's nowhere near like Jaden. He's very sweet, he's hardworking, he's a foodie. Also, something to note that I saw in the moodlets earlier was, like, the crushing, flirty moodlet on Harley's side, and it said dreamy eyes, so I think that's probably what drew him in, like, as in made him go, wow, okay, she's very pretty. She has very pretty eyes. The Cinderash eyes are literally like glowing molten eyes, so Harley is very valid for his opinion of her eyes. They are very pretty. Just after Flint died, I actually did some extra story posts of how grief would affect Spiro, Pele and Pyra, and Pyra's one delved in to a lot of the toxicity that was surrounding hers and Jaden's relationship. So I do think them breaking up in the episode was actually a good thing. So Celestial Royals actually introduced me to the Fairy versus Witches mod, and I have actually made Mariposans fairies. I had a lot of fun just playing with it, so if you see magical effects around the Mariposan characters, you'll know that they are fairies from the Fairies versus Witches mod by Spinning Plumbobs. But I'm gonna have Holly and Sky just talk together, play together, have a bonding moment, because I feel like the situation with Yulia and her illness will really affect them, and especially with Holly going off to Avis in the near future to marry Sparrow is something that they would talk about. Let's have them like sit and talk here instead. Whether they would do it in the garden or whether they would do it in the library, I'm not sure. I thought I would do it in the library because there's also a character that I want to touch upon in the library, and that's Pyra, but I will do that in a minute. So Holly is actually a paranoid sim, which makes a lot of sense, all things considered, but she's a lot cleverer than a lot of people give her credit for. She's not just a pretty face. Holly is kind of sad about the fact that she is going to be moving to Avis. At the same time, she's happy because she's going to be with the love of her life, but it also means moving away from her family. And she knows that not a lot of people from her family, or her family in general, are not going to be able to attend her wedding. Like, I think she is aware of this fact. The Avis Mariposa alliance is definitely on eggshells. It's always been on eggshells, so she has this paranoid trait, which I think would also link to that. And something else that I've actually talked about in the past is about Sky and Yulia's relationship as well. So Sky definitely feels really, I don't know how to put it, left out, put out. I'm not the best with my wording, so I hope you can make sense of my madness. I have stated this before, but Sky has always been aware of the fact that Yulia holds some resentment towards him, because when Sky was born, their mother, Nymphalidae, died giving birth to him. So there always has been, between the oldest and the youngest, a little bit of resentment underneath the surface. Like, she's never tried to show it in public, and she's never like full out stated that that's a fact, but it's like a feeling between the two of them. It's very under the surface. Of course, Yulia doesn't hate her little brother, but she does have that resentment underneath the surface for him. And of course, this is something that is affecting Sky. Also, while Holly and Sky are trying to have this bonding moment, all these pop-ups are coming up between them, which is really, really sweet, and it kind of like emphasizes their bonding moment. It's quite distracting though, let's be real. So the conversation between Holly and Sky is probably going to happen somewhere else in the story posts. I didn't plan for it to be in the library, but they were both in the library together at the same time. It was the easiest way to get them both to sit down together and talk. If anything, this conversation could happen in the courtyard down here, or it could happen on one of these balconies. I don't know yet. But the next conversation canonically takes place in the library, because it is between Pyra and Bethany. But we are going to start off with Pyra on his own, because he is looking up parenting books. He wants to make sure that he's doing everything right with Lilia. Really speaking, I wanted him to sit on this chair right here, but like, okay, you do you, Pyra, you do you. Okay, he's sitting at the table and reading a parenting book. Because the last time we saw Lilia, her parents had passed away, and he actually spent some time cheering up Lilia, to the point where he was actually late for his date with Dana. But Bethany, on the other hand, is actually fascinated by the fact that Mariposans can fly. This is why I introduced the fairies versus witches mod, so I could have Mariposans be fairies and like fly around in their everyday lives. I'm having to stop our regularly scheduled, or like not so scheduled, story and plotline stuff for non-canon chaotic nature of The Sims. Why is Yulia, Hawk, and Jonathan outside? Hawk, go away. Jonathan, we love you, but you go away too, because you're supposed to be in Loca right now. Yes, that's right, Jonathan, go to bed. And Hawk, you fly away. Back on topic, Bethany is very, very intrigued by the fact that magic is just a part of Mariposa's everyday life. It's their normal. But for her, in Dune, magic is very much frowned upon. Yes, you can be born with it in Dune, it's very frowned upon. And that is because in the history of Dune, Pharaoh Seth, Matt's grandfather, stripped away the rights of spellcasters. and took away all the information about them. This action was not only to stop uprisings, but it was also to put down people that he saw as more powerful than himself. Arkin definitely kept up that narrative, but he was a bit more softer on it, whereas Matt, we don't really know too much just yet, or whether Matt will roll back any of the policies. Who knows? He could, but currently it's just as it was back in Pharaoh Seth's days. Bethany and her cousin Xander grew up with the fact that they couldn't really use magic of a day-to-day basis. She wants to learn more about her powers and herself. Bethany would also take this opportunity to talk with Pieris, especially about the magic side of things. She would be very curious of the fact that Pieris is reading a parenting book, but she would definitely think that in the back of her mind, her majority of questions to Pieris would be more so about the magic that she is experiencing here. She is absolutely fascinated by it all, and she definitely wants to learn a lot about Dune's side of things and how they got rid of magic and whether they could actually restore the knowledge of magic. Okay, so I think I saw this in relation to him reading the parenting books. Emotionally mindful. Finding emotional control is a journey, but you've taken the first step. But to gain true emotional control requires more slow time through various thoughtful activities. So him reading parenting books has made him, like, emotionally mindful. We love the character development. That makes me so happy. Also, Sky and Holly earned some sentiment, adoring and closer from happy memories. Their family dynamic also became jokesters. I love the fact that the youngest two are quite playful with each other, and I think that they would be the closest. So in terms of like the sibling relationships, you have Yulia and Argus, the older two, and then you also have Holly and Sky, the younger two. So that's why Pieris always feels a little bit left out, a little bit lonely, I guess. He usually fits in with Holly and Sky more than Argus and Yulia, as those two are a lot more open than Argus and Yulia ever will be, or ever have been. I was just looking through the skills list and it says that Bethany has the medium skill. I'm just thinking, is that because you just read one of the fairy books from the fairy mod, yet you're not a yet you're not like a witch, or yet you're not a witch, or a fairy? Did you gain that skill from that? Or like, did you actually sit at a seance table and actually start seancing? The world may never know, but like, Bethany, what did you do? I am confusion. Also, when on earth did Argus start DJing? Why is there pipe organ here? Yulia, why have you got DJ mixing too? Did you autonomously join any like fishing groups behind my back? Because I know some Sims have done that. Like the Sims that I have marked as unplayed have just like done their own thing in the meantime. Some of them are a member of the fishing club that is automatically in the game. I don't know why. I don't know how. I didn't do anything. The game chose chaos. So we are currently now in Huxley. Now I do want to go over a story post that I recently posted, and it is this one. In the post, we follow a mysterious man going to Huxley and inside the old castle ruins. This stranger meeting with King Frederick of Huxley is none other than Robert Marks, Queen Lucille of Halley's father. Frederick also turned Robert into a vampire, and it was Robert's request in the first place to become a vampire. Do you ever wonder how Robert was so strong to take out Halley's royal guards all on his own and actually manage to even get to see Lucille? He was a vampire. I do wonder what's going to happen with this, because Frederick would not make Robert a vampire for nothing. So what you've been seeing now is Frederick explaining the plan that he's got in his mind to Robert. But with the story post, Frederick is not very happy with Robert because Robert rushes into things and he doesn't really think things through. Robert is very impulsive, and Robert's haste to act could actually jeopardize Huxley's entire mission. I'm not going to tell you what Frederick's plan is just yet, but safe to say, if Robert's involved, it's not going to be good. But that marks the end of this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!